zero probability DNA. Have you ever asked Ms. Gonzalez to help support her son?
This is a petition to establish the parent-child relationship. Parties Aaron Wayne Tackett Dobson and Agapeta Danielle Gonzalez are not present today.
So we do have notice of today's hearing to them, and we also did get a DNA sample. We have it from Mr. Tackett.
It looks like he's in jail now.
Yes, he is in, I think it's the address on the hearing notice. He's in the Holiday Unit in Huntsville, and that's where we sent it to him. 1 second, let me, I'm sorry, I can confirm. Yes, we received notice November 29th that he is in the Holiday Unit, and December 13th, we sent the hearing notice to him at the Holiday Unit in Huntsville with his prisoner identification number.
I'm admitting those documents as State's Exhibit A. You may proceed.
Thank you. At this time, there is an agreement between the state and Miss Rudy. And if I'll read the agreements in. Parties agreed for Miss Rudy to remain managing conservator with Miss Gonzalez as possessory conservator with the standard possession and access order carried over from the temp order. The geo restriction is state of Texas for Miss Rudy and grandson. The child support to remain at $215 pursuant to the temp order, and there was no change reported of her wages, and cash medical support to be $57. Miss Agapeta Gonzalez to pay court costs by August 1st, 2024. And the parties to keep the non-disclosure for Miss Agapeta Gonzalez. Is this your agreement so far, Miss Rudy?
Yes.
And parties also request, based on the zero probability DNA and adjudication of non-parentage for Miss Tackett Dobson in this case. At this time, may I call Miss Rudy?
You may do so.
Thank you. Miss Rudy, what is the birth date for your grandson?
It is December 23rd, 2017.
And when did he begin living with you?
Well, ever since he was born, on and off, but I've had him full time ever since he was a year old.
Okay. So he was born December 23rd, 2017.
Yes.
But was in your home, is that correct?
On and off in my home from the day he was born.
Is there
Okay.
any retroactive child support? Can we just?
No, I'm trying to go for a retroactive. Miss Rudy.
I was just trying to clarify, because you said what were the agreements, but you didn't mention retroactive, and so I
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was gonna ask
me where we're going so I can better follow.
Oh, I was just Miss Rudy. Yeah, I'm sorry. Are you asking for retroactive child support back to January of 2018?
Yes.
And Your Honor, I've offered in a State's Exhibit C for your review is a calculation of child support for 7 years in this matter. The whole 7 years, and the state is in agreement with whatever ruling you give, Your Honor.
Any opinion based on the family code?
Well, if the biological parent knew or should have known it was their child, and this is the biological mother that.
Didn't they have to have avoided as well, though, and not just known?
Well, I can ask more testimony from Miss Rudy.
Okay.
Miss Rudy, is Agapeta your daughter?
I call her my daughter. She is not biologically mine, no.
Okay, but she's on the birth certificate and she's the mother of this child?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and she's always known you've been raising your grandson, correct? Or okay, Raiden. Now, has she ever offered to give you money to support him?
No.
Does she, visit for holidays, bring presents or anything for him?
She sees him every now and then. She's seen him maybe a handful of times since I've had him.
All right, and has she ever asked for him back?
No.
All right. Now, so you're asking for the 7 years, for the child support retro to January 2018?
Yes.
All right. And Your Honor, if I may, I have a proffered Exhibit C I've exchanged them with Miss Rudy. There's two exhibits, B and C. One is based on the statutory 4 years back child support. One is more to the date of birth. May I offer those both in as exhibits B and C?
Ma'am, do you have any objection to me admitting the exhibits?
No.
They're both admitted.
Okay, so Miss Ruby, if the court was to grant child support for 48 months, that amount would be based on minimum wage, $9,744. Would you ask the court are you asking the court at a minimum to grant the 48 months of back child support?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it your request, however, for back child support to January of 2018?
Yes, ma'am.
And based on this admitted exhibit, that amount would be $14,413. So is it your preference for that amount to be awarded?
Yes, please.
And have you ever asked Ms. Gonzalez to help support her son?
She never has any money.
Okay, but is that what she tells you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, pass the witness, Your Honor.
Ms. Rudy, the state doesn't represent you. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I'm just trying to get, to get her to help me raise him and everything. It's not easy at all, but that's all I have to say.
Okay, I'm going to find both Mr. Tackett Dobson and Ms. Rudy in default. I'm going to do the adjudication of non-parentage and find that Mr. Tackett Dobson is not the biological father of Raiden Blaze Tackett. I'm going to continue with you, ma'am, as the managing conservator and Ms. Gonzalez as the possessory conservator. I'm going to continue the standard possession order per the prior order, and order that you are the parent or the person with the right to determine the primary residence of Raiden within the state of Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to order child support based on minimum wage. Actually, it was not minimum wage. It appears she had some resources.
Yeah, she was earning a new job at that time. That was her wage reported, and I still have it at this as the same.
Still at that job, to your knowledge?
Yes, I do not have it as terminated at all.
I'm going to set the child support again at $215 beginning February 1st of 2024. I'm going to order that Ms. Rudy apply for or continue with the government medical program and order Ms. Gonzalez to pay cash medical of $57 each month beginning February 1st of 2024. I guess I will continue the non-disclosure for Ms. Gonzalez. With regard to retroactive child support, I've heard no testimony that Ms. Gonzalez sought to avoid the establishment of a support obligation for the child. So I can only set child support or the retroactive child support back to the statutory 4 years because the presumption has not been rebutted. So I'm going to order the back child support for $9,744. Or is there any arrears from the prior order that need to go into this judgment?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me look once. I'm so sorry, Your Honor. Second, I'm so sorry. Yes, there is a the child support arrears from the temp order is $53.33 as of yesterday's date, and the medical support arrears is $57 as of yesterday's date. Yes, if we could include that with the I'm sorry, thank you, with the final judgment.
Moment.
Thank you.
Okay. So as I said, I'm going to order back child support for the 4 years for the statute, which is $9,744. I'm going to find that Mrs. Gonzalez is in arrears as of $53.33 as of yesterday. So I'm ordering a cumulative judgment against Ms. Gonzalez in the amount of $9,797.33 as of January 30th, 2024. I'm going to order that Ms. Gonzalez pay that back at a rate of $90 each month, beginning February 1st of 2024. I'm also finding that Ms. Gonzalez is in arrears in medical support, $57, and order that Ms. Gonzalez pay that back at a rate of $5 each month, beginning February 1st of 2020.
Thank you. And Ms. Gonzalez to pay court costs?
I don't think you asked.
I'm sorry. If she could be ordered to pay court costs by August 1st of 24, I'm sorry.
And I'll order Ms. Gonzalez to pay court costs by, what was that date? August 1st?
August 1st of 24.
Yep, and I'll order her to pay court. Ma'am, the Attorney General's office is going to draft an order based on my ruling today, and they'll be sending it to you through DocuSign for you to review and sign on. But thank you so much for coming in and continuing to come in throughout the history of this case.
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck with everything going forward.
Thank you.
Good luck with Raiden, and thank you for what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you.